Peace be upon you and welcome to AI3 Stories. My name is Rashida Sadiq. Once upon a time, in the land of the animals, all the horned animals were called together, and they all came because it was time for a handover of power from the older generation to the younger generation. The buffalo came, the oxen came, the goats, the sheep, the rhinos, and then the snail. When everyone saw the snail, they burst into laughter. We sent for animals with horns, and here comes this tiny, puny snail. The snail was quite serious and said, "What is a horn? Isn't it a protrusion from the head? I have 2 horns. I am allowed to be here." Well, there was a big argument about whether the snail had horns or not. And because it was becoming too loud, everyone just agreed to leave him be, that he couldn't win the contest anyway. So the elders announced that to choose the new leaders, they would have a race. And the winners of the race would be the leaders of the horned community of animals. Yes, just as you can imagine, immediately the rhinos stepped back and charged forward. Then the buffaloes, then the oxen, the goats started to argue and fight. The sheep got lost. And the wildebeest moved fast and swift. And the snail? Where was the snail? Very surprising. At the end of the race, the snail was right ahead with the wildebeest. And he popped up his head and gloated that he was one of the winners. Yes, he had done something quite clever. He had quietly and slowly creeped onto the back of the wildebeest. It became one of the leaders of the horned community of animals. I love that story. What did you learn from it? I think I like the tenacity of the snail. I like the fact that he didn't give up and he believed himself as a horned animal, even though others laughed in his face. Thank you for listening. Until we meet again, what stories are you telling yourself today?